you know, honestly incredible. And I'm sure you get a lot of contacts. So, yeah, superb. And like I said, 5.9 plus and whatever.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, Alan. I just started a live stream there on YouTube. So I was on 10 and 15 earlier. I've been on for a couple of hours, and I thought I'd give 40 meters a go. It's not often I'm on 40 meters, Alan, and I thought I'd give it a go tonight. And the skip went fairly short on 20 meters, so that's why I thought 40 might be quite good over.
Yeah, well, a bit up and down the bounce myself there, be honest with you. 10 metres, 40 metres, you know, and up to 20. Been some quite interesting, you know, DX, be honest with you. Conditions are strange and that's the way it goes. But anyway, no problem. Thank you very much for the comeback and wish 7 degrees and good luck with your station, over.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate it. And you're the first, I think, possibly the first contact this year on 40 meters. But Happy New Year to you. We can get away with it because it's still January. Anyway, take care. Thank you so much indeed. And I'll put a few calls through, Alan. Take care. Golf 7, Golf Lima Tango, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, signing clear. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the contacts and also an Happy New Year too. Cheerio.
QRZ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, doing a live stream on YouTube and calling CQ.
Yes,
Again? QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. Okay, there is somebody there, but you're a little bit quick, and the audio is a little bit thin for me. Try again, please. Was that Golf Whiskey?
Yeah, this is Golf 2 Whiskey Charlie Delta.
Okay, Golf 2 Whiskey Charlie Delta, is that correct? Sorry, say again?
Golf 2, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Golf 3. Sorry, I do apologize. Golf 3 Whiskey Charlie Delta. So I think that's Chris in Cambridgeshire. So good evening to you, Chris. Name this side is Duncan. And you're a perfectly readable signal. It's just my bad ears. That's all it is, Chris. So you're 5 and 9 here in Scotland, over.
Okay, thanks, Duncan. MM5AJN, Whiskey Charlie Delta. Thanks very much for the contact of the call. That's one of the big Chris. And they're pleased to hook up with you for the first time. I would about 100 watts, 200 and a double of antenna. So your signal is excellent. Really excellent for a mobile station. Back to you, MM5AJN mobile. Go through Whiskey Charlie Delta standing by.
Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. It's just because I'm parked beside the sea, Chris. I park up in a tiny little peninsula, and I have 340 degrees of seawater around me, Chris. So it's like having a massive ground plane underneath the car, and it makes such a difference, honestly, such a difference. But good to work here for the first time, and I will send a digital confirmation on its way to you. And I'm taking a live stream as well on YouTube, so if you like that sort of thing, you can look up the call sign on YouTube and you can play back the live stream and you can hear how good your audio is, Chris. Thank you so much. Take care. Golf 3 Whiskey Charlie Delta, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, signing clear. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, Duncan. MM5AJN, straight mobile, 2 Whiskey Charlie Delta. Okay, Duncan. Great pleasure to talk to you, and keep it to do for that mobile station. You're doing extremely well. MM5AJN, mobile, 2 Whiskey Charlie Delta. Now, awesome clear, wish you all the very best. Cheers, Duncan.
Thank you very much indeed. 73s. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
Golf 4, Golf Charlie United.
Yes, Golf 4, Golf Charlie United. And oh, now you're going to tell me how to say your first name, because I'm too scared in case I offend you there. But nice to work you. Good signal, 5'9", and my name is Duncan. Over.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Duncan. People call me Ziggy, Zulu Yankee, Golf Yankee. That's a bit less of a mouthful than Zygmunt Kowalczyk. My parents were both Polish, Duncan. You're 5'9" with me. I'm in the northeast of England, just south of the seaside town of Redcar. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, no Redcar, quite well. Been there many a time. And you're a good signal also, Ziggy. You're 5'9", 59, and that's fantastic. So did they come over after the war, or?
Well, towards the end, my father had to leave Poland. He fought in the Free Polish Army in Italy. Lost a leg there and got shipped over to England. My mother had to leave Poland. They were both in Russian detention camps until the Russians got into the war with us, and they got out of those camps. And my mum actually ended up in England, and she was in the hospital looking after my dad, and that's how they met. So he lost a leg in the war. So that was the situation, Duncan. Over to you.
Yeah, QSL. They did have a hard time, that's for sure. Everyone in that era had a hard time. And, we complain when there's no bread on the shelves. I don't think how we'd cope if we had to go through that. In fact, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, very good. Well, Ziggy, thank you so much for calling in. And it's not often I'm on 40 meters. I'm doing a live stream at the moment. That's my thing. That was my challenge a few years ago. And doing a mobile live stream, it's really quite tough because you have to get find a way of getting all that data on a mobile connection. It can be quite tricky. So I've had relatively good success over the last couple of months with a new laptop. It ended up that it was a brain power that was required as well. So I do enjoy a good live stream, Ziggy. It's always good to see how your signal is at the opposite end of the world, or in our case, the country. Take care, Ziggy. Have a great weekend. I know it's Friday, and I'm sure you've got plans for the weekend. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet, November, Mobile to Golf 4, Golf Charlie United.
Yeah, just a quick one, Duncan. Whereabouts are you at the moment? Over to you.
I'm just north of Aberdeen. I'm at a nature reserve at Newburgh. And I'm at the town side, so it doesn't actually count. Although it's part of the nature reserve, it's not actually in the qualifying area if you're into all that soda stuff. Sorry, not soda. Oh my goodness, the parks on the air and all that kind of stuff. But you just got to go about a mile away, and there's a car park. You're normally sitting there. But it's a beautiful location, and as I say, the sea water around me. It's a big advantage on the radio. Over.
Yeah, super. Thanks for letting me know that, Duncan. Yeah, great. Enjoy your time there, Duncan. It's not Q3 on your signal at the moment, but it's varying. But Q5 copy, and it sounds very nice. Nice to have met you, Duncan. Have a good rest of the day, and thanks very much for the QSO from G4 GCU.
Thank you very much indeed, and it's been my pleasure as well, Ziggy, and I'm glad I came down to 40 meters. Take care, bye-bye.
Bye, 73. Okay.
Echo Alpha 1, Juliet, and I think you said you're portable. Is that Josie? Okay, I've got the wrong call. Can you give me a suffix again? It's getting a little bit noisy. Someone's come up fairly close to the frequency. Can you give me your suffix again? I've got Juliet, but am I missing a last letter? Okay, got you that time. Okay. I really did get your name totally wrong there. Okay, brilliant. I've got you this time. Thank you very much. Let me just get the other details off the log. Thank you so much. Okay, so Echo Alpha 1, Juliet, Charlie, Alpha, and it's Craig. Thank you, Craig. And you're portable as well. My name is Duncan, and I'm located just north of Aberdeen on the coast, over. Okay, QSL, the call is Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile. I repeat, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile. Hopefully you copy, Craig, over. Okay, Craig, I lost a little bit of that. It's getting a bit noisy. Someone's moved very close to the frequency. It reminded me of why I don't often go at 40 meters. But thank you so much, Craig. If you copy, let me make this the final with you. And thank you so much for calling in. I do hope you copied my final with you. Echo Alpha 1, Juliet Charlie Alpha stroke portable. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, wishing you 73s, Craig. Take care. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, calling CQ.
Mike 7, X-ray Tango Tango.
Mike 7, X-ray Tango. Oh my goodness, Andy, I'm glad that you came on there because I was beginning to think that that interference was going to be a spoiler. But you're proving me wrong. 5-9 plus, Andy. Good audio.
Mike 7, Tango Tango. Good afternoon, Duncan. You're getting knocked about a hell of a lot from 710 at the guys on very, very wide. Just getting over the top of it at a minute there, Duncan. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. And the thing is, when I came on, the band was quiet. And thankfully, you know, because I recorded, you can see it's quiet. People just have no respect they just barge in, and 40 meters and 20 meters is honestly, I hate these bands and for that reason. But I wanted to give it a go because some of the guys that come on the live stream, you know, they never get to chat to me because I'm always on, 10 and 15. But good to hear you, Andy, and thank you for your support on the channel, over.
Yeah, no problems there, Duncan. You have a good afternoon, and hopefully you get some nice calls in this afternoon, Duncan. I say something to you, mate, and cheers for being on YouTube and getting out there, my friend. MM5AJN stroke mobile from Mike 7 X-ray Tango Tango. 73, Duncan, thank you.
Yeah, QSL, Andy. Well, it's all a little bit of fun. And it's more about, you hearing how strong, how good your audio is and how strong your signal is on the receiving end. That's what it's all about. And for me, it was a challenge that I set myself a couple of years back, Andy, because trying to do a mobile live stream, it's totally different to doing one from the house because obviously the bandwidth in your house internet's a lot better. But we're giving it a go, and we're having some fun. That's what it's all about, Andy, having a little bit of fun on the radio. Anyway, take care, and thanks again, and many, many thanks for calling in. So I'm sure you can have a listen now and see how you sound up here in Aberdeen. You're sounding brilliant, Andy. You're sounding really good. Are you on 10 watts as well? Is the mic 7? Is that 10 watts, over?
Yeah, Roger, but I'm actually 12 watts, I'm not going to lie. 2 watts, 12 watts into a NFED there, Duncan, over.
Yeah, QSL, you've got to allow for losses. You're allowed to do that, so that's okay. Well, I have to tell you, you're doing a cracking signal for 10 watts, Andy. You really are. Well done, mate, over. Okay, getting blotted out there. Okay, Andy, if you copy, 73s, mate. Bye-bye.
73s, cheers, bye-bye.
QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, that's unbelievable. Very close. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
Again, please come in and say hello. So Delta Lima 4.
CQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile. Calling CQ and standing by.
5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile. This is Delta Kilo 6, Quebec and Alpha. Delta Kilo 6, Quebec Alpha. Do you read, over?
Yes, QSL, Wilhelm. Good to hear you. 5959 into Northeast Scotland. Good signal tonight, over.
Okay, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Thanks for the 59. You are 59 also is clear. There are some other stations very close to our frequency overriding your time, but I follow everything. My name is Will. Whiskey India Lima 5. And over to you.
Yeah, QSL, Wilhelm. I know it's a typical bullying behavior on 40 meters because when I first came on, the frequency was clear, and I'm doing a live stream, and it shows on the scope that the frequency was clear as well. But never mind, it's just typical 40-meter behavior. But good to hear you, Wilhelm, and Happy New Year. I know it's been, in fact, it's been over 2 years since we last had a contact. So thank you so much. Name is Duncan. My location just north of Aberdeen. And I'm just telling you my name just in case you don't have digital logging, Wilhelm. So I'm just north of Aberdeen, parked beside the sea tonight, over. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I know it's incredibly rude of this. I'm not even going to get into it. Oh my goodness, this is why I rarely come down to 40 meters. But anyway, take care. Thank you for calling in, and I really appreciate the contact. Delta Kilo 6 Quebec Alpha. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Northeast Scotland. Wishing you 73s. Bye bye, Wilhelm.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, Delta Kilo 6 Queen Alpha signing. Bye.
Thank you so much. 73s. QRZCQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ and standing by. Delta Golf 3 again. Okay, Rainer, yes, I see we've had a contact before on 20 meters, and nice to work you here on 40 meters. In the clear, you're 5 and 9, Rainer, in the clear, but there is a station came up very close to the frequency, so it is causing a little bit of complications. But nice to work you if you copy. Name is Duncan. Delta United November Charlie Alpha November QSL.
Yes, QSL. Contact 36. I think. Okay, I
Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. And the frequency does seem to have been getting a little bit quieter now. Thank you, Rainer. Take care, my friend. And until the next time, 73s. Delta Golf 3, Delta Bravo Papa, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, wishing you 73s. Bye-bye.
Thank you for contact, Duncan. 73 and all the way
CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
Mike 5, Alpha Japan Nancy, mobile. This is Mexico. 0 kilowatt radio Italy. Do you copy, Duncan?
Yeah, QSL, very good indeed, Shabu, and good to hear you. It's been a while. And 5 and 9 for you, 59. How is the weather in London? Over.
There is a very QRM station nearby, Duncan. You were 59 when I called you, but the other QRM station is overriding your signal. What was the question, Duncan?
It's okay. I was just asking, how's the weather down south? Is it cold?
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, but it was very bright and sunny today. But then the temperature was only 7 degrees Celsius. Deceivingly bright and sunny today, Duncan, QSL.
Yeah, QSL. It's been like that up in Scotland as well. Very mild day, although the wind was a little bit cold. But beautiful day here beside the estuary. I'm parked beside the ocean today, Shabu, my usual location. And Happy New Year to you. I know it's been like middle of last year since we spoke last. But good to hear you. And I always recognize your voice straight away. You've got a very recognizable voice, Shabu. But just to remind you, the name is Duncan, and my location just north of Aberdeen. I'm about 15 kilometers north of Aberdeen. As for that station, I'm doing a live stream, and on the live stream you can see that there's nobody up or down 3 kcs even more, and someone's come right up close, and there's just no respect for the station. A little bit of 40-meter bullying going on. Anyway, Shabu, thank you so much indeed for calling in. A cracking signal as always. Over.
Yeah, very good. Speaking of 59 at the moment, Duncan, very happy to meet you in the new year. Happy New Year to yourself and family as well. Today being Friday, we closed the computer work laptop, and I thought of jumping onto the radio. But then 40-meter band at this time of the day, very noisy. In the sense, a lot of station on the band, Duncan. But I tend to spend a little time on more CW as well during the lunch hours. I make at least 5 QSO in a day. That is my New Year resolution for the radio. Duncan, very happy to meet you. You have a good evening. Enjoy your rest of the day. And we shall definitely catch up again when conditions are good. Until then, namaste, shukriya from South London. Mike 5, America, Japan, Nancy. Mike 0 kilowatt radio Italy. Good evening, Duncan. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shabu. It's been an absolute pleasure and absolute gentleman as always. 73, Shabu, take care. Have a great weekend. Mike 0, Kilo Radio India. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile signing with you. 73s.
Very much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. calling CQ and standing by.
Mike 0 November Sierra India, over.
Yeah, very good. Very strong signal, Brian. 5.9 plus and incredibly strong audio. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've just turned it on. I've just switched from the other radio. It might be, I don't know if it shouldn't be too hot. I've not changed anything anyway. I've just been listening to you for the last couple of minutes. A tremendous signal. You're 59 plus 40 down here, and fully quietening. Really nice and pleasurable audio as well, by the way. So that's a story from my side. The weather's calmed down a bit now, so I've just wound the tower up and just come on 40 meters. I've had it down all week because it's been a bit blustery. A great signal. Sorry, I just got the QRZ page disappeared, so I didn't write the call down. I'm using SDR this side. Anyway, back round it goes from Mike 0 November Sierra India, over.
Yeah, QSL, Brian. Thank you so much indeed. And lovely audio. You sound very familiar in regards to, you don't speak to a friend on 40 meters and he's very much into his audio. You're not, I can't remember his name, but he's normally up in the higher portion of the band. You don't speak to him by any chance, do you?
Well, I did very seldom come down on 40, but well, I've been, you might have heard me, yeah, I changed, I picked up another radio, so I've been there with Naj, Tony, Mark, and also with Peter, setting up the new microphone on the NM. I'm on an Apache Labs, and so yeah, last couple of weeks, just before Christmas and just after Christmas, I've been playing around with this one. Kind of got it all sorted now. So the answer to the question is yes. I'm normally lurking around the last couple of months, over.
Yeah, QSL, you're sounding amazing, Brian, honestly. And really, you sound very similar in regards to even the accent, you know, and the tone of the accent is very similar. And I can't remember the chap's name, honestly. I'm terrible with names. Anyone who tells you at my work, it'll tell you, confirm that I'm awful with names. I work at a trout fishery, and I've got guys coming in every week, and I still forget their names. And dates of births. The only way I can remember my kids' dates of births, and I kid you not, and my partner will tell you it's ex-girlfriend's dates of births. It's the only way I can remember. And my youngest was a millennium child as well. So what I have to do there is I have to, for my oldest, I then have to go 2000 and then subtract the 5. It's the only way I can remember. So Brian, honestly, do forgive me. But you're sounding amazing. And what's the radio, over?
Yeah, okay. Well, firstly, you're not on your own, mate. I'm terrible. Exactly the same, mate. I'm hopeless with and guilty. Yes, mate. My eldest is 40, and even I don't. I'm terrible with these with all of the dates. But there we go. I'm getting better as I get older. But in the earlier days, mate. Terrible. Anyway, we'll move away from that. Otherwise, it's a sore subject with a wife. How can you forget, she says. There we go. But yeah, so I'm on the where are we? I'm on the an Apache Labs and I'm 7000 Mark II, and just running a Rode NTK microphone into that, and the rotary dipole about 60 feet, about 400 watts, something like that. So I was just it never ceases to amaze me, the new the noise reduction on here is absolutely phenomenal. I got a set of both companion speakers, and it's just broadcast quality. Everybody comes through really good, you know, and strong. And the white noise isn't there neither. That's what I like. You know, it's not very noisy at all. I've still got the flex. I still like the flex. I alternate between them both. I think they're both keepers. But that's where we're. That's the new edition of it.
Yeah, QSL. You see, there's my brain fog again, because, you know, as soon as you said Anand 7000, you'd already told me that. So mine like Dory and Finding Nemo. Anyway, you're sounding incredible. And, you know, I don't have a full SDR. I can't transmit from the house. due to digital interference. But I did buy myself this Yaesu FT-710, and as you know, that's a full SDR. And you know what? There's such a difference. I remember switching it on and putting the antenna into the back of it and thinking there's something wrong with the antenna. I've even put the antenna on because it was so quiet. And even though 40 meters is noisy at the moment, in a normal, just say for example, if it had been my 480 that I used to, well, still have here in the car, it would have been a nightmare. But your audio sounds incredible through the Heil Pro headset here, and full stereo. It just makes it so much more enjoyable. So you're doing a good job there for sure. So in regards to the Flex and your Anand, which one do you think's the best, over?
I'd say the Anand. You know, parts of me, there's not a lot between them on the receiver, but there is, if you know what I mean. It's they're both pulling in the signals. I found it's much more pleasurable using the Anand. You know, if you're on 40 meters. Now, I get on. I'm on the same group as you on the WhatsApp group. I think on Dave. You know, Dave's group, the mobile group. So. I used to do mobile myself, mate, and we'll get back to that in a minute and a bit of portable stuff. But going back to the radio, so once you adjust it, once you find your feet with the Anand, yeah, it's great. I still get on and do the DX, so it's not stop me doing that. I think what it is, mate, I'm more used to the Flex. I've had the Flex now. I've been around the Flex for 7 years on SDR, and I know where everything is. So I need to use this for a bit longer.
Frequency is occupied, thank you.
Anand is better. That's for me anyway, and I've used that for 7 years. And kind of doing my research, I was hearing a lot of guys that have had the Flexes a long time have said that the Anand is better. But you've got to get one and find out for yourself, you know, and see which is which. But I'm torn. I don't think I'll get rid of any. I just think I'll keep them and just keep swapping between them over.
QSL, well, you can always pass one over to me. I'd be more than happy with that. Let me just... actually, where's that noise coming from? Sorry, I tell you what I have. I bought this little power generator, and it's honestly £45 it cost me, and it gives you 240 volts for charging up the laptop. The problem I was having was when I was doing a live stream, like what I'm doing just now, the laptop was using up so much brain power, the battery was going down in about 2 hours, whereas normally it would last 8 hours easy. So I had to buy this power supply just to charge up the laptop, and it makes a big difference. In fact, I'm just going to switch this off so I can charge up the phone now a little bit. And when I was switching it on there just now, I never ever get any noise from it. But I noticed as I moved it closer to the radio, I was getting a little bit of interference. But anyway, I'm waffling on there, Brian. But thank you so much for calling in. It's been amazing. And I will probably have a nosy at your QRZ page later, because I would love I have this idea of having a full SDR radio and I'm talking about like a Flex, you know, like a Maestro head, and having the Flex bolted into the boot. I know it's extreme, and honestly, I've told people about this before, and they shake their heads with, why would you want to do this? But I've just got this, I love gadgets, and I love screens with gadgetry and buttons, and if you see my car right now, honestly, I don't think even when they launched the first rocket to the moon, there was probably more technology here, over.
Yeah, I got you, mate. No worries, it's not mine, and I'm holding the other. But I've seen your videos, mate, and a great setup from the mobile. Absolutely spot on. And if that's, you know, if that's what you know, some of us have to break away from the QTH because of the noise. I mean, mine's getting increasingly louder and louder for the lower band Bs, etc. And it's a great antenna, but it still brings in, you know, it's got a lot of gain, and it brings in a lot of noise with it as well. So, but only because of the gain, you know, from further afield. So you can't win. Mobile's great. I have a. I'm always driving when I'm using mobile, so I have a split charge relay with a 110 amp hour in the back, and I have about 250 watts on HF, about 180 on VHF, and I've got it all kitted out with a boom mic coming from the top and the PTTs on the gear stick, one either side, one for UHF and VHF, sorry, and one for HF, and it works great. I love it. I'm a service engineer, so I don't have time to park up. But some of my journeys, you know, are 20 mile apart or 30 mile apart, and I managed to get me fixing through the day instead of jumping into the shack. So lots to talk about, but yeah, I know you live streaming. I'll let you work some more stations. There's a break there, so I'm going to dive out and I'll let the 2E0 jump in and give you a shout. And yeah, the page isn't updated yet with the Anan, but it's certainly there with the Flex, and it's done me in good stead. I've loved it ever since the day I come away from the old Super Hertz into SDR, and like you said, a lot of them now are SDR based anyway, aren't they? The new transceivers. Yeah, I did see you when I think you went from the 7300 to the 70. Was it the 710 Yaesu? I can't remember, but I did see you doing a video, and I did see the floor noise. I was very envious because on the long path in the morning now, I'm looking at an S6. So I use a separate. I have another place on the East Coast, so I've got that remote, so I can use that receiver as well. It's more grease to the elbow. Right, mate. I wish you 73. Have a good weekend. Safe journey back, and hope everything stays charged up there for you. And you can bring the other chap in. I'm going to bow out of here. Catch you next time round. Nice to catch up with you, and hopefully we'll do it again next time. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Brian. Well, thank you so much indeed. Absolute pleasure. And if you hear me any other time, do call in. As I say, it's not often I'm on 40 meters, but I'll have to try and make more of a thing about it. I'm certainly, I like my bed too much to be going on through the middle of the night into the early hours of the morning. I know some do that. And if I had a nice shack in in the east wing of the house, I could possibly, and by the way, when I say that, I do mean that jokingly, because my house is probably the size of some people's living rooms, but you know what I mean. You certainly don't want to be operating next to the bedroom at 3 in the morning, but I'm not one for that on 40 meters. Take care, Brian. 73's mate, and thank you so much indeed. And it's been a great contact. Mike 0 November Sierra India, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile signing clear. Bye bye, Brian.
Yeah, okay, mate. No worries. Cheers, and we'll catch you later, mate. And don't forget there's the chap there that he called a couple of times. I think it's 2E0. I didn't get the rest of it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll comment on that again. Otherwise, I'll never get off the air, mate. Catch you later, and nice to get you on 40, and I'll no doubt catch you on the group anyway if you're on there. Cheers. Catch you later. Cheers. Good weekend.
Thank you, Brian. Take care. Bye bye.
So, Mike Victor Hotel.
Okay, 2 Echo 0, Mike Victor Hotel. Nice to hear you, Sean. And I'll give you a report on the next transmission. The name is Duncan, but I think, is it the same Sean? It's on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, he found me. Yeah, just found out the new baby in the group, the Yaesu FT-710. Fiddled around with it. I am struggling, but I did watch the video.
Okay, let me just start the car. The lights just went out in 2 seconds. The frequency is occupied. Thank you. Okay, Sean, the call is Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile, and I'm glad that you're getting used to the radio, and very good indeed, mate. And it just takes a little bit of time. It's one of these radios you've definitely got to read the manual more than once. Over.
Absolutely, yeah. I've watched
It really helped me. I managed to change all the settings. But when the radio, I opened the box, it was set on 100 watts. So I thought, well, I can't be doing that, so I might have to turn it down back to 50 watts. But yeah, I've been watching two videos, but the great free radio today, a free dust cover, and a free extension speaker, so I'm really
Yeah, QSL, very good, Sean. You've done well. It's a different class of radio, mate. I don't know how they can put it out at that price. I don't know if they're doing it to try and steal away the 7300 users, but the 710 is a phenomenal radio for the money. And even when you buy, I mean, there's a deal on just now. I think it's under £900, and for the field version. And let's face it, I mean, I never use a speaker. In fact, the speaker I have never taken out of the box because I'm always mobile. So if I was maybe in the house right enough, I'd maybe use it. But it's never been out the wrapper, and the field version would have probably been a cheaper version for me at the time. But I love it, I really do. And I've only done one update with it. I don't see the other updates have been very beneficial. But that's relatively straightforward as long as you read the instructions. And I do say that you just have to read the instructions. I cringe at some of the questions on the forums, and it's just people that they're just taking the radio out and they haven't bothered to look at the manual, and then they wonder why the S meter isn't reading the correct signal. It's because they've still got it set on IPO and all that kind of nonsense, you know. But anyway, good stuff, Sean. I'm glad to get the contact with you on the radio.
Roger, Duncan. Yeah, well, the price was £1,050. But when you take into consideration the price of the book, the dust cover, and the £85 cashback, you can manage it at £58 for that. So it roughly costs about £8,000. Absolutely made up with it, there, Duncan. Yeah, now I know I did after your call time, but some interfering person did.
The frequency is occupied. Please QSY. Thank you.
Duncan.
The frequency is occupied, old man. You're causing interference. Please QSY. Okay, sorry, Sean. There's someone came on really close to the frequency and causing immense QRM. Just typical 40-meter behavior. And I know he must be listening to the splatter that I'm causing him. And obviously, I've been on this frequency. When I first called in, it was very, very clear. And this is part of the reason I don't often come on 40 meters, Sean. I'm not very keen on it, just purely because I find people are not quite as well behaved in regards to the code of conduct. Over.
Roger, Duncan. Yeah, please correct me on your phone call.
Okay, it's Alpha Juliet November. Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile. QSL?
QSL there, Duncan. Right, got it, no problem at all. It's just seems every single time
Okay, yeah, I missed a lot of that, Sean. Even with the headphones on, just the interference that this station's causing. But thank you so much indeed, Sean. It's been a pleasure, and you're in the log, and I'm glad that you like the 710, mate. You carry on and get used to it. The thing is, once it's set up, you don't have to play around with any of the settings. I don't change any settings at all. Although I was going to have a go at the notch filter there on because I'm on 40, but any other bands, I wouldn't even think of it. And even the DNR, I've hardly ever used that. Anyway, take care, Sean, and I'll carry on putting a few calls through here on the live stream. 2 Echo 0, Mike Victor Hotel, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, wishing you 73s. Good copy, Sean. Thank you.
2-0, Mike Victor, Mike 5. You take care, my friend. Have a nice weekend. 73. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. I might see it was another bit of the frequency, but the chance is very slim. Take care. Bye-bye. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ and standing by.
2 Mike 0, Romeo Oscar Tango.
2 Mike 0 again?
Romeo Oscar Tango, over.
Okay, 2 Mike 0, Radio Oscar Tango. Stuart in Glasgow. Good to hear you, Stuart. I'm surprised to hear you, over.
Yeah, I've got you a good 5-9 here. Looking through my YouTube there, seeing you on live, so I thought, come and say hello, over.
Oh, QSL, thank you very much, Stuart. You're probably like me. I sometimes do that late at night, and I search for live ham radio stations just to have a look and see how the propagation is. And thank you so much, Stuart, for stopping by and saying hello. It's honestly, it must be fairly good conditions, short skip, because I don't normally hear anybody in Glasgow. So, but to be fair, I'm normally on the higher bands as well. It's not often I'm on 40 meters, and getting a little bit bullied by a stronger station just has come up slightly too close to the frequency, Stuart. But you're 5 and 9 in the clear. When it is clear, you're a true 5 and 9, over.
Yeah, thanks very much for that. 30 watts. 30 watts on through the 7300. The normal fit mic, but the spectral scope is very busy conditions there. It's quite nice to hear you anyway. I think it's just something. Listen, I'll not hold you there. I'll let you carry on. There'll be a lot of people there carrying on. So we'll be here again sometime very soon, and I'll pass it back to you for your final. 2-0, I'll see you.
Yeah, QSL, Stuart. Well, I really appreciate the fact that you came on, you found me on YouTube, and you've come on. I really appreciate that, mate. And thank you again. And do subscribe and ring the bell, and then that way you get a notification. But it's just a little bit of fun, and I personally like to get clips from people at the other end of the receiving end, the transmitting end, sorry. And I do that because, I think it's good for you to then see how your signal was up in Aberdeen. And if you're speaking to somebody in Australia, it's even better, But thank you so much, Stuart. Take care. Have a great weekend. 2 Mike 0, Radio Oscar Tango. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, signing clear. Thank you, Stuart.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
3 Romeo India Delta.
Okay, there was a couple of stations there. Well, actually, there was more than that, but the strongest one I heard was Golf 3 Golf. Go ahead.
Golf 3 Romeo Italy Delta.
Oh, it was that, sorry. It was you. Golf 3 Radio Italy Delta. But my brain fog, I still get it wrong, David. Thank you so much. Good signal, 5-9. Very good audio. Very clear audio. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, good evening to you. You're 5 and 9 also, 59 into Penzance, so you can't get much further than that, and the name is Dave, okay?
Yeah, QSL, Dave. And you know what, it's a perfect skip distance, though, for 40 meters. Certainly, when I used to do a lot of 40 meters during the day for work down Britain, anybody down that kind of Cornwall direction always gave a good signal, over.
Yep, I'm sure. Yeah, well, it does sort of favour. Anyway, the band, as the previous guy said, is very crowded.
just looking on the waterfall display here, and there's hardly a space between signals. Anyway, as I say, your good signal. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the name. Over.
Yeah, the name is Duncan. The name is Duncan, Dave. And I'm doing a live stream on YouTube, just having a little bit of fun on the radio. I was on the higher bands, and I thought I'd give 40 meters a week go. Over.
Okay, well, you're 10 over 9. You're actually coming up in strength, Duncan. So I'll say 73 to you. I'm sure there'll be lots of other stations want to have a chat. So many thanks for the short contact, and safe driving, and hope you have lots of fun there. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile. Golf 3, Romeo India Delta Open Clear. Cheers, Duncan.
Thank you very much, Dave, and absolutely my pleasure. Good to get you a log for the first time. Happy New Year. I should have said that to Sean. Happy New Year to you. We can get away with that because it's still January. Take care, mate.
Bye-bye.
QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ and standing by.
Germany Radio Zanzibar.
This is Golf Radio.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Duncan. The call sign this side is Mexico, Italy 3, Germany Radio Zanzibar, MI3 GRZ. Back to you, Duncan.
Yeah, QSL, Jeff. Wow. What a signal. 5.9 plus, probably about 20 dB over. You did a grand job there, Jeff. Over.
Well, you're actually the strongest one on 40 meters here with me at the moment. I have you in here at, believe it or not, 20 over and sometimes 25. So, Duncan, I don't know what you're doing with the mobile, but I'm sitting here looking for tips. I run 40 meters mobile myself, so I'm just wondering what the setup is. Duncan, back to you.
QSL, very good. Well, it's a very simple setup because I do believe in making the setup as uncomplicated as possible. So basically, I've got the mobile antenna, which is a Diamond Hotel Foxtrot 40 Charlie Lima. It's a mid-loaded 2.1 meter tall compromised quarter wave mobile whip. And I've got 2 mounts on the back of the car. It's on the left side at the moment. So we're trying to use the car as a reflector and pointing south. And the transceiver is an FT-710 by Yaesu, running 100 watts. And the microphone is a Heil Pro 7 headset. And I think that's about it. It's a very simple setup. We're doing a live stream on YouTube at the moment. We're doing running to a hotspot in the car. And you're live on YouTube at the moment. And that's just a little bit of additional fun, Jeff. Go ahead.
Yeah, indeed. Good show indeed there, Duncan. Well, here we might just tune in on that and see how things are going. I know a lot of guys are shouting at you, so I'm not holding things up, but no, I run 40 meters in the van at work, and I run 40 meters in the car also. But I've just drilled a dirty great hole in both vehicles, and it seems to work anyway. But here, I'm not holding up, just letting you know there, you're absolutely bouncing in this direction, Duncan. So have a good weekend, by the way, if you're off. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet, November, Stroke Mobile, MI3 GRZ. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, QSL, Jeff. Just a matter of interest. So, are you, with your Mike India 3 call, is that 10 watts, over?
Roger. Yep, that is me. Bog standard here. Very poor output. I can turn it up a bit, but somebody might get offended. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. I'll tell you what, mate. It doesn't matter for me if you're on 10 or 15. You know, I like to allow for losses. But I have to tell you, for 10 watts, you're sounding incredibly good, Jeff. You must have a good antenna working there. So well done, and enjoy the hobby. That's what it's all about. There shouldn't be any snobbery. We're just all people trying to enjoy the hobby and making friends, chatting away. Sometimes talking gibberish at times, like me. But at the end of the day, it's all about having enjoying the hobby. Take care, Jeff, and as I say, thank you so much for calling in and being part of the live stream as well. Mike India 3, Golf Radio Zulu, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, standing by.
Yeah, just on a quick one. The 10 doesn't work that well from here, but we're roughly about 1,000 feet, only 3 miles from here, and from the car, it works extremely well. Okay, Duncan, 7-3s, all the best there. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Take care, mate, and 73s. Bye-bye. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Mobile, calling CQ.
Okay, this is Golf 6. Yeah, Golf 6 Alpha Lima Mike in North Manchester.
Yeah, very good. Golf 6 Alpha Lima Mike. I don't know the name because it's just got J. So thank you so much for calling in. 5-9 into Northeast Scotland. Name is Duncan. Go ahead.
Fine. You're 5-9 plus into North Manchester. Weather's not too good at the moment. It's a bit cold. Over.
Yeah, QSL, well, it's cold here, actually. It's been a nice day, but temperature-wise, a little bit chilly with the wind. What's your name? Is it? I'm going to take a guess and say John.
Sorry about that. Name's Jeff. J-E-W-F, over.
Well, I'm not putting a lottery ticket on tonight, then. Okay, thank you, Jeff, and thank you so much for calling in. And as I say, the location here, just north of Aberdeen, I'm parked beside, it's actually a nature reserve, it's the estuary, Newburgh Estuary, and it's a tiny little peninsula. And what's good about it is I have 340 degrees of seawater around me, so it acts as a great reflector and natural amplifier. Go ahead.
Yes, mind me going through
Sorry, what was the question?
I'll say you're in a good position to be, over.
Yeah, QSL, it really is, actually. And on the higher bands, I come here like 5 o'clock in the morning and, have regular contacts into Australia. And I never used to have that even from the home QDH, but it wasn't a bit of a dip. But thank you so much for calling in. If you're interested, I'm doing a live stream. If you'd like to hear how your audio sounds and how strong your signal is up here in Aberdeen, just look up tonight's live stream and you can play it back. There's a timestamp on it. Take care, Jeff. Thank you for calling in. Golf 6 Alpha Lima Mike, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile, standing by.
2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar.
Stand by. Okay, Jeff, I'm sure you maybe had that and you're off now. Take care, Jeff, if you call me. Okay, QRZ?
2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar.
Okay, this is 2 Echo 0?
Yes, this is 2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar. Name is Richard, and you're 5-9 plus at the peak into Whitehaven on the West Cumbrian coast. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile from 2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar.
Yeah, QSL, very good indeed, Richard, and very close to being nearly a year in between our last contact. We had a contact on the 9th of February, so leave another week or so and we'd be exactly on a year. So 5-9 for you, Richard, 59, good signal, good audio.
Yeah, QSL, Duncan, yes, I've just got you up on QRZ, I've just noticed that, yeah, nice to catch you again for nearly your anniversary there, but I'm just still running the Zygo G90 and the 20 watts into an end-fed half-wave, and I use the same gear when I'm out portable as well, so with the one rig suits all, so that's what I'm using still, Duncan, but nice to get you in the log again. I think there was a few other stations calling, so I'll let you crack on. Enjoy the rest of your evening and the weekend. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile from 2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar. Today, Duncan.
Yeah, QSL, Richard. Thank you so much, mate, and really appreciate it. And cracking signal, good audio. And if you're on YouTube at all, just remember to say hello. Take care, Richard. Have a great weekend. 2 Echo 0 X-ray Golf Oscar. Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile signing clear. Bye-bye.
Bye.
QRZ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November Mobile.
Golf 5 Tango Charlie Papa.
Okay, Golf 5 Tango Charlie Papa. Okay, Gary in Essex. Good to hear you, sir. 5-9, 59, over.
Yeah, 5-9 also for you, Duncan. That's a fantastic set on me. I'll need to have a look at that. I was mobile today, but I'm nowhere near the signal you're putting out. You did a fine job over the core work. I could hear what you're running. But yeah, congratulations on the setup there, over.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. Well, it's honestly, there's nothing special about it, but it's got a good earth to the roof, and I'm parked beside the sea water, Gary. And for me, I think that's the secret. Having most people can park next to the water, but the fact I've got water 340 degrees around me, I think that makes quite a bit of difference. Over.
Yeah, Roger, certainly does. Duncan, just out of interest, I know people are calling, but just get one question. The quarter whip, how is that mounted? Is that grounded onto the car? Is that drilled in?
Oh, well, here's the thing, Gary. What I did was, the first car I did it with, it was, I had this idea. It had flip-open roof bar mounts, and I bought a roof bar pack, a foot pack, and it had rubber feet. So it's for when you put your roof bars on the car, but you can buy a foot pack instead of the whole lot. And it's a single bolt, and it screws. Bolt, and it screws to hold the leg in place. But you can modify the bracket to hold the antenna, and that's what it did. So it's very easy. There's no holes to drill. You've got a direct earth to the roof of the car, and it's very easy to do. Only if you've got the flip-open roof bar mounts. If you don't, then you're in trouble, or?
Yeah, Roger, all copied them. That makes a hell of a lot of sense there. You obviously get great ground in there. But anyway, I won't hold it, Duncan. You enjoy your little pile-up you've got there. And many thanks for answering the call. And I wish you well. 7-3, mate.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Just one question for you. You don't sound like an Essex guy there, over?
No, negative. I come down as a young lad. I joined the army at 15, Duncan, so that was the reason. So I've been down here since 1983, over.
Okay, are you allowed to say what regiment you were in?
Scottish Guards.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm sure you had a good service with that. And I had a little bit of service, but not full-time. But well done, Gary, and you've not lost your accent, so well done you. Take care, mate, and thank you for calling in. 73s.
Yeah, many thanks. I do appreciate that comment about the accent. That does please me. And Duncan, what's the name of your YouTube channel just before you go?
It's just punch in my call sign on YouTube, and up comes the channel. Just click on tonight's live stream, and you can play it back. There's a timestamp, so if you've got your time written on the logbook, you should be fine. Over.
Roger that, mate. And you have a good weekend, Dan. 7-3.
Thank you very much, Gary. Until the next time. Bye-bye. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile.
2 Echo 0, Romeo, Italy, Lima.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're really strong. 2 Echo 0, Radio Italy, Lima. Conditions must be changing because you're sounding awesome in the headphones, John. 5-9 plus, over.
Yeah, QSL 5-9 plus 10, back to me. QTH is St. Helens, just outside of Liverpool, over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, thank you so much indeed. And incredible signal and incredible, nice audio. What's the radio and the mic, over?
Yeah, the radio's ICOM IC7300, and it's a stock mic, and the antenna's sloping end-fed on an external ATU, over.
I tell you what, did you make any internal adjustments to the audio? Is that just factory settings?
No, I've tweaked it slightly. Nothing special though. Pretty much what everyone else is doing with these radios, but they are phenomenal bits of kit for the best bang for your buck. I think you'll get for an HS transceiver, over.
Oh well, you see, now John, this is one of these conversations you have in a pub. This is like being a photographer and talking about Canon and Nikon. Now, the only thing I want to say to you, John, I'm running the FT-710. Now, when you're saying bang for the buck, I reckon the 710 knocks the 7300 in regards to value for money, because the 7300s went up in price. And I think for a new one now, you're about £1,300. And you can get a brand new 710 now for under £900. I think that's a total bargain. But anyway, the next time we're in the pub, John, we can have this conversation with a pint in our hands, over.
Yeah, QSL 100%. Yeah, that was the first radio that sort of made me interested in Yaesu HF gear, to be honest with you, when I looked at it. This ICOM's got a PTRX and IF output board on it, and it's as sweet as a nut on SDR, but I like the features of the Yaesu, so you never know. The station commander might let me indulge at some point, but I can't see it in the near future. And I would like to put them side by side. just for the sake of variety, as I'm pretty much an icon man. But yeah, you never say never. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November, mobile, 2 Echo Zero, Romeo Italy Lima.
Yeah, QSL, mate. No, it is a good radio. There's no doubt about it. I just think the Yaesu are a little bit more on point with the technology at the moment. But it's good to see that companies are still investing time and money in amateur radio, because I'm sure compared to a commercial value, they probably get more value on the commercial side. But good stuff. Thank you, John. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Good to get you the log for the first time. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. So if you want to listen to your audio, because it is honest, genuinely, I'm impressed with the audio on the 7300. Normally, when I hear someone, they're always normally a little bit deeper in the audio, but you've got it perfect. So if you want to listen to it, just look up my call sign on YouTube and you can play it back. Take care, John. Have a great weekend, and thank you for calling in.
No problem. Thanks for taking the call. I'll have a look on YouTube later on. No problem at all. See what the audio sounds like. Enjoy your pile up, and I'll catch you again soon. 2 Echo Zero, Romeo Italy Lima, Johnny CL is going clear.
Thank you, John. Absolute gentleman. Take care, mate. Bye bye.
Bye.
QRZCQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November mobile.
Delta Lima 2 Yankee Mike Golf.
Okay, Delta Lima 2 Yankee Mike Golf. Good evening, Michael. And good report. You're 5 and 9, 59, over.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. Very good signal from your side. 5, 9 plus 10 plus 15 dB over 9. Very, very good and loud signal, no? Okay, my working condition here moment is ICOM IC7400. Only the output from the transceiver and the entry antenna. Mike to you, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November, mobile, Delta Lima 2, Yankee Michael.
Thank you very much, Michael, and thank you very much for the information. And I'm just located here just in the northeast part of Scotland. Name is Duncan, and just doing a little bit of radio and a little bit of live streaming on YouTube. Thank you for calling in. Great to work you, and I look forward to work you again many times. Digital confirmation on its way to you. 73 is good DX.
Okay, thank you, Duncan. Thanks, good luck, good DX.
73 is bye-bye. QRZCQ, Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November mobile calling CQ.
Mike 0 Tango Zulu Radio.
Okay, was it Mike 0 Tango Zulu Radio?
Yeah, it's Mike 0 Tango Zulu Radio. My name is Paul Duncan down in County Durham. 5 and 9 with me, over.
Yeah, QSL, Paul. Well, thank you so much for calling in. And you're a cracking signal here. You're 59 plus, in fact. And good audio, over.
Yeah, fine, thanks for that. Yaesu FT-710, into an end-fed antenna. So, yeah, pretty basic setup. Sounding good yourself. I think we have spoke before, maybe on one of your WAV activations. Duncan, over.
Yeah, QSL, that was, oh my goodness. I actually remember that. And I think it was when I was coming back up on the East Coast, because it's on 80 meters, and it's very rare. In fact, the time was 5:30. So that's what would have been happening there. So you're right, and that was a long time. That was 2018. So congratulations on and keeping an up-to-date log, over.
Yeah, fine, Duncan. Well, it's the voice I recognise, and I looked it up. Yeah, it's one of those, the voice and the signal, obviously. I wonder what the work conditions are your side, Duncan, over.
Yeah, QSL, Paul. Well, it's a little bit different to back then, because I was running the TS480. In fact, back then it might have even been the ICOM 7000. In fact, it was. But I'm running the Yaesu FT-710 here in the car, 100 watts with a Heil Pro 7 headset. And we're using a Diamond mid-loaded quarter wave whip antenna, over.
Yeah, fine. This is where the audio is lovely, and I was interested in the antenna, and that's radiating very well for you, Duncan. Yeah, fine signal down in the county down.
Anyway, I won't hold it. I'll let you put a couple of more calls out. I'm shocked 40's in good shape at this time of an evening. So hopefully it's the same of things to come. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November. Mike 0, Tango Zulu Radio.
Yeah, QSL. Well, actually, you know, on 10, I was on 10 and 15 earlier, and the bands were a little bit unstable. And I could see the propagation going short skip, and I just wondered if 40 meters would go the same way. And although when I initially came on, it was a little bit, supper time was a little bit chaotic, but it's quieting down a little bit. So some good signals coming down from the south of the UK. You're doing well, Paul, and there's not so much splattering going about. But thank you so much for calling in. Take care, mate. And I'm on YouTube as well doing a live stream. So if you want to listen to your audio, just look up the live stream, today's live stream. Take care, Paul. 73s, mate. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks for that. I will look up YouTube. It's very good to hear the audio. And nice to catch up with you again, Duncan. Catch you further on. Mike 0, Tango Zulu Radio, whiskey 73.
Thank you very much indeed. You remind me of the call sign you have reminds me of the TZR125. You're making me reminisce on my younger years as a biker, over.
Yeah, well, that's exactly where it came from, Duncan. You take a look at my QRZ page when you get a minute, and there's a lovely TZR125, which I owned at the ripe old age of 17, and the motorbike thing stuck with us all the way through. I ride slightly bigger stuff now, but more comfortable. Yeah, 73 Duncan, catch you further on.
Yeah, it's amazing that, isn't it? It's amazing that. Well done, mate. Have you still got the TZR?
No, negative, unfortunately, but I do keep my eye out for them. You know, you do. I think they're all, you know, pretty much past the sell-by. I remember back in the day, mine didn't have get some stick. So yeah, I'm riding BMW GS range now, the 1200 GS. Probably made famous by Ewan and Charlie Bowman when they went round they did the Long Way Around, that TV program you might remember from the early 2000s. So yeah, I'm not even sure if my back would be up to laying across the tank on a TZR. Duncan, go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I'm a bit past riding the motorbikes, I think, but it's amazing, honestly. And I remember speaking to someone. I work at a trout fishery, and this guy came in to fish, and he came in his motorbike, and I asked him what kind of bike he had, and he came in with a red DT125, the Mark II version with the power valve, and I used to have one of those. And you know what? It's like the 80s cars. You know, I remember that bike being really tall, and I'm 5'9", but I always remember having chunky tires. And then this guy comes in, and honestly, the first thing I looked at was the tires, and they look so narrow. And it's a bit like that with an 80s car. You know, I had an XR2 recently, and it was so small compared to even a small car these days, and it was like a midget's car. So I must have been a lot slimmer back then. Anyway, Paul, I'm waffling on. Take care, mate, and thanks for the banter. 73s.
Yeah, no worries. Well, we'll have to chew the fat at a later date. I'm in the motor trade. I have been for the last 30-odd years. Repair cars for a living. Cut my teeth on XR2s and 3s and that type of thing. There's a friend of mine got an RS16i, and back in the day, you know, that and the XR3 were quite a biggish car. You put them beside something, like a Fiesta now, and the Fiesta dwarfs it. Anyway, catch you later, Duncan. I'll let you stay to your pile up. It's been a pleasure, and all mine. 7-3.
Yeah, QSL, you're absolutely so right, by the way. And just one more quick one before you go. The XR2 that I ended up getting only had done 22,000 miles. And when I sold it, it was the most expensive Fiesta XR2 in the country at the time. And that was £11,000. I don't mind saying it. And I seen it advertised 4 years later for £45,000. I was as sick as a parrot. But you'll know that one way too well being in the motor trade, Paul. You wish you kept all the cars from all those years back. 73s.
Yeah, I wonder if it was
was a Mark 1 or Mark 2, you maybe tell me quickly, but I look back at all the engines over the years have changed out of Cordenas and Capris, that 2-litre Pinto. You know what? A knackered engine's £1,500 now. The amount of engines we bought for £40 to fit them to all Cordenas and Capris. I wish I'd kept all the old ones. So quickly, was the Mark 1 or a Mark 2? Save the H or the overhead valve, Duncan, over.
It was a red Mark 2, and honestly, it was just like being out of the showroom. That's how good it was. And untouched, unmarked, it really was pristine. And one previous owner. And it was a beautiful machine. I can't remember now. You see, I can remember, this is how my brain works so funny, because I cannot remember the number plate of that car, but I can remember the black one that I had back in the 80s, and that was D177XFL, but I can't remember the one with the red one. Obviously, it didn't have, hang on. I do. It's CDP, something like that. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, thank you so much, Boy. Honestly, you're really making me smile here and reminisce on the old days.
Yeah, no, he's done. Yeah, well, we'll definitely hook up again. And that just sprung to mind my Mark 3 XR3 carburetted version. AVL 733X was the reg. That just come to me there. So 73, catch you further on, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, my pal's got that one. Black one, without the injection system. It must be worth a small fortune. But rusty, really rusty motors. 73's ball. I'm going to put a CQ call through so I don't carry on, or it'll be like this 3 hours later. Anyway, take care, Paul. 73's. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha, Juliet November Mobile.
2 Echo 0.
Mike 5, the mobile station, PA5CA.
Okay, stand by, PA. Who's the 2 Echo 0?
2 Echo 0, Florida Queen, Tokyo.
Okay, very good indeed, and nice to hear you, John. Thank you so much for calling in. Good signal, 5959, over.
Okay, thank you there, Duncan. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 plus 10, coming up 15. Very good pipe opening tonight through to Aberdeen there. But very good. I can't know what he done because I've been sat here that long listening to your cars. So like he's shouting for the tea and she'll have it in the dustbin. But as I say, 5-9 plus 10, 15. Very strong, very good audio, Duncan. So we'll put it back to you. And obviously we've got the address there. It's Scunthorpe in Lincolnshire. And you're doing a good trip down here. 73 is Duncan for tonight. I'll catch you another night. After all that, I've got to shoot.
Yeah, QSL, John. Absolutely my pleasure. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for being patient. And a digital confirmation on its way. 73 is John. Good night.
Yeah, cheers, Doug. Bye.
Okay, who's the Papa Alpha?
Peter, America 5, Charlie America, PA5CA. You got a stunning signal there for your mobile. You're about 15. I'm peaking occasionally 20 dB over his 9. I missed your call slightly, more or less completely. But I think the name is Duncan, but I'm not sure. This is PA5CA.
Yeah.
Usually listen to the name France, Fox Radio Alpha November Sierra, QSL.
Yeah, QSL France. Thank you so much for the kind words. And you have a good signal yourself. You're definitely over the 5.9 plus and excellent audio. Well, Franz, let me tell you, the secret is nothing to do with my station, but I am parked in a rather unique spot, and that is I have 340 degrees of seawater around me at close vicinity. I'm parked on a tiny, tiny little piece of land that sticks out in a nature reserve, and it's basically given me, it's like having a great big ground plane on the car, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, absolutely stunning signal there, and very good audio, very audible signal, Duncan. Could you give me your just give me your full call again, because I missed that little bit, over.
Yeah, QSL, of course. The car is just switching the car engine on to get some heat on the heaters. The call is Mike 5 Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile, and the name is Duncan, located just north of Aberdeen. And we're doing a live stream as well, so you're live on YouTube, and just doing a little bit of fun. I always like doing these live streams so people can hear their audio and see their signal on the opposite receiving end, over.
Roger, Duncan. We'll have a look there on YouTube and see what it brings there, John, and we'll dump a comment there in the live stream. But nevertheless, nice to work you there, and very, very good signal there. You got a good takeoff there, Duncan. Many people, many stations are calling you, so I'll keep it a little shorter. I'm based in the east part of the Netherlands, running about 400 watts from an SP Expert linear amplifier into a Carolina Windham. And the radio, Duncan, is the K3 by Aileycraft. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November from PA5CA. Thank you very much, 73, Duncan.
Thank you very much indeed. Don't forget the stroke mobile, friends, because I only run a mobile log. Take care, mate. 73s, and thank you for the nice contact. Bye-bye.
Roger, 73.
QRZ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile calling CQ. CQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile calling CQ and standing by.
Mike 7 Tango Foxtrot November.
Mike 7 Tango Foxtrot November. Thank you very much for calling in, Mark in Wakefield. Good signal, 5959, over.
Thank you for the 59, Duncan. You're a 59 plus 10 into Wakefield, West Yorkshire. Fantastic signal. Been listening a while. You're getting lots of copies of lots of confirmation this evening. Back to you.
Yeah, QSL, Mark. You know what? What a difference an hour makes, because when I first came in, the European noise was just incredible, and everyone was kind of bullying each other into, and trying to knock each other off the frequency. But it's certainly quieting down now. It's a good opening into South UK and the outskirts of Europe there. So I can't complain, Mark. It's been pretty good. And, when I first came on, I was tempted to go back off, and I'm glad I stayed on. It's been good. I love these 40-meter contacts, over.
No, all copied there. It's nice when you can make a bit of into Europe, admittedly. And it sounds like you've had a fantastic pilot this evening, so it's definitely been worth it. Back to you, Duncan.
Yeah, QSL. To be honest, Mark, when I come here, this location, I'm parked right beside the sea, and I've been on 10 meters, 15 meters, and 40 meters today, and I kid you not, it's been non-stop, Mark. It's been fantastic. So thank you very much for calling in today. Digital confirmation on its way, and as you may be heard, if you're into YouTube and all that kind of things, if you want to hear your audio, do look it up. Take care, mate, and thank you for the courtesy, over.
No, appreciate Duncan for the QSO, and wish you all the best, and look forward to catching you again. MM5AJN, Mike 710, all the best.
Thank you, take care, Mark, 73s. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile calling CQ.
Delta Lima 7, Romeo Bravo United.
Yeah, very good. Delta Lima 7, Radio Bravo United. Agni, good to hear you. 5959, good copy.
Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November, stroke mobile, Delta Lima 7, Romeo Bravo United. Thank you for 5959, the same to you. Here on my location in Berlin, 59 with big plus, good signal. My name is Agni, Alpha Golf November, India, and my location is Berlin. Nice to you, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November, stroke mobile, Delta Lima 7, Romeo Bravo United.
Yeah, QSL Agni. Well, thank you so much for calling in. It's been a pleasure. I'm not often on 40 meters, so it's good to be back on. It's certainly getting a little bit quieter here in the band. It was a little bit noisy earlier on about supper time. But 59 plus and beautiful copy, Agni. Name is Duncan, and located just north of Aberdeen City, about 15 kilometers, and I'm parked beside the sea. And we've been doing a live stream for most of the day, so we'll be heading off just shortly, maybe. Delta Lima 7, Radio Bravo United from Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, standing by.
It's definitely long distance compared to your location, more than 1,000.
Stand by.
So it's very good signal, and very noisy, but I can copy you very well, and with a really, really strong signal and clear. Great, thank you for QSO. Wish good evening and more QSO and DX and catch you next time. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November Stroke Mobile, Delta Lima 7, Romeo Bravo United. 73, bye-bye.
Thank you, Agni. Take care, my friend, and thank you for calling in. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. The Sugar Papa 7, go ahead.
Sugar Papa 7, Foxtrot Alpha Charlie.
Okay, Sugar Papa 7, Hotel Alpha Charlie, is that correct?
Sierra Papa 7, Foxtrot Alpha Charlie. Foxtrot Alpha Charlie, I have you 5, 9 to 10 dB in the central Poland, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, check. Well, thank you so much indeed. And you are also 5 and 9 into Northeast Scotland. Good copy. And it's amazing how the band seems to be changing. But very nice, quiet band at the moment. And that's very favorable to your signal. Good audio as well, over.
Great, but I lost your call sign. Could you please give me your call sign?
Of course, my call, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November stroke mobile. QSL?
Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November /Mike / mobile. Thank you very much for the QSL. I think that a lot of stations want to reach you also. So 73, all the best and a lot of good DX in the future, of course. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November /Mike, Sierra Papa 7, Foxtrot Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, QSL. Thank you so much indeed, and great copy. 73s, bye-bye. QRZCQ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile, calling CQ and standing by.
Mike Italy 6, Lima Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, who's the Foxtrot uniform?
Italy 6, Lima Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, QSL, Mike India's, stand by. Sorry, I just went away and put, okay, stand by. Okay, sorry, I just made a mistake there by entering your details without putting a report on. I do apologise. Okay, Clive, good to hear you. Good signal, 5-9 plus, over.
Yeah, they help you 5-9 plus 20 with some TSB, but quite readable there. And the audio was BBC quality. The QTH is out approximately 12 miles west of the city of Belfast.
Yeah, QSL, very good. Well, it's a lot better than what it was earlier on when I first came on to 40 meters. It was horrendous. It really was. But cracking signal. I'm just going to have to delete the first insert on the log. Just bear with me here. But thank you so much. I'll be finishing up shortly. Let me just. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button again. Sorry, stand by. Where is delete? If I don't delete it now, I'll forget. Right, okay, sorry, I'm waffling on there, Clive. Yeah, the battery's on the final few percent there, so I'll be maybe one more contact before I go. But we've been on the radio for quite a few hours, and it's been tremendous. Thank you so much. Put it back to you. Name is Duncan, by the way.
Yeah, QSL, they're talking about me. We'll up on your PR stations, they're calling there, so we'll have to get a chance to see that. Thank you very much for the station on. We do appreciate it. 7 3s. Have a super evening. Stay safe. And we'll have a safe drive home there. Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November, stroke mobile. Mike India 6, Lima Foxtrot United. 7 3s. Have a good evening.
Yeah, QSL. Well, it's great to work into Northern Ireland, Clive. And I appreciate you calling in. Take care, mate. Have a great weekend. Right, I'm running out of battery, guys, so I'll maybe take a couple more quick ones. QRZ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile.
Delta 0, Whiskey Romeo Tango.
Whiskey Radio Tango again.
I'm good, Papa. Delta 0, Whiskey Romeo Tango.
Okay, very good indeed. Josh, good to hear you. Good signal, 59, 5 and 9 plus, over.
Thank you very much. Also, beautiful signal, 5 and 8 for mobile. Also, very nice, also radio perfect, Duncan. Beautiful signal here in the south of the Netherlands, Duncan. Glad.
Well, thank you so much, Josh. It's I'm not often on 40 meters, but I was doing a live stream, and sometimes some of the subscribers are from South UK, so I just thought it'd be nice to work with you, and it's worked out well. But the battery's just a way to run out on the laptop, so I will need to shut things down here. But I'm away to get some supper as well. Absolutely starving. Anyway, I'll make it short, Josh, but you're in the log, and thank you for the 5 and 8. I'll send a digital confirmation to you, over.
Right. Nice to make contact with the mobile to Scotland, my friend. Beautiful signal. I will put you on a log here on myqsl.com, Duncan. Good luck, my friend. Hope to meet you again on the frequency. And also nice weekend, my friend. Mike 5, also Juliet November, Papa Delta 0, Whiskey Romeo Tango. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much indeed. 73s, Josh. Okay, let's try one more quick one. QRZ, Mike 5, Alpha Juliet November mobile. Don't apply, so that's a good time to smudge off. Okay, the frequency is now clear.
Right, guys, I've got very little battery left, but that was good. Really enjoyed that. Didn't to begin with. I must admit, to begin with, I didn't. It was too noisy. But that was fantastic. So for everyone who's came on tonight, thank you very much indeed. And it's been good fun. As you can see, around about it's pitch black if you look out the windows of the car. So I'm going to make that Chinese. So cheers, 73s. Have a great weekend, guys. And we end the live stream. Right. Take care. Bye-bye.